So this here is the Honor Play, and when I first saw it, I had a couple of thoughts. First was, hey, this does not look like a gaming phone. This looks like your usual smartphone. Yes, there's no fancy lights or a fancy design. Anyway, the second thought was that although it does not have a fancy gamer design, this is a good looking phone. I mean, the midnight black variant we have looks classy and premium, although a little understated. I like the fact that Honor has gone with a metal back on this phone because honestly, I'm a little bored with all the glass back phone these days. However, on the front, the Honor Play looks like any other phone these days. There's the notch, the chin with the Honor branding, an 18:9 display, 19:5:9 to be more precise. So yeah, it's all pretty usual, but I like the display here. It's a 6.3-inch Full HD Plus IPS LCD display, and it has vibrant colors, it's sharp, and it gets decently bright, so visibility outdoor is not a problem. Having said that, there's no Gorilla Glass here, but there's Huawei's Tough Glass, so it should be decent enough. The unit we have only has a few minor scratches here, so I think it should be pretty decent. Other than that, there's the fingerprint scanner on the back, which is placed a little higher, so I always had to extend my fingers to reach it, but it's very fast and accurate, so that helps. Then there are the usual buttons on the right, which are tactile enough, and the hybrid SIM slot on the left side. The bottom is where the most action lies. It features the USB-C port, thank God for that, the headphone jack, thank God again, and the speaker. It's a single speaker here, which is okay, but not very loud. Also, I would have liked a stereo speaker here because it's a gaming phone, but it's a budget gaming phone, so I guess that's a compromise Honor had to make. So I like the design on the Honor Play. I know it's not very gaming phone-like, as you can see, but it's very functional and looks very classy, at least to me. Anyway, moving on to the things that make it the gaming phone, the performance. The Honor Play comes with Huawei's flagship Kirin 970 chipset, which itself is impressive. I mean, this is a processor that you get in the Honor 10 and the P20 Pro, which is almost thrice the price of the Honor Play. As you can see here, the Honor Play easily beats the competition when it comes to benchmarks. It's just way ahead, which is expected because this is a flagship chipset on a mid-range phone. Anyway, the real-world performance on the Honor Play is impressive too. I've been using this phone extensively and there have been no issues whatsoever. The app loading is fast, multitasking works like a breeze, and the gaming performance is what you would expect from a flagship, which of course is said to be enhanced by the GPU Turbo Tech here. Yes, the Honor Play comes with a new GPU Turbo technology, and that's what makes it a gaming phone. Or does it? The GPU Turbo Tech, which by the way is coming to more Honor phones, improves the graphics processing efficiency by 60% while reducing the energy consumption by 30%. This means theoretically, the optimized games like PUBG will have smoother gameplay and better and consistent frame rates. Right now, there are only two games optimized for GPU Turbo, PUBG obviously, and Mobile Legends. I also found a lot of articles saying that Asphalt 9 is optimized for GPU Turbo, but we asked Honor directly, and according to them, only Mobile Legends and PUBG are supported. I've been playing PUBG a lot on this phone, and it's probably the only phone in this price range that lets you play PUBG at ultra graphics and high frame rates, which in itself is a great feat. Plus, the performance on this phone is great, and it's not just GPU turbo optimized games. I played games like Marvel Strike Force, Dragon Ball Legends, and the performance was great. Coming back to GPU Turbo, does it really amp up the gaming performance and lower the power consumption? Well, we checked it out. So we used Gamebench to check the frame rates on the Honor Play, the Huawei Nova 3, which has the Kirin 970 but no GPU Turbo, the OnePlus 6 with Snapdragon 845, Mi 8 SE with Snapdragon 710, and the Redmi Note 5 Pro, which is Play's biggest competitor at its price. So here are the results. As you can see, the Honor Play's frame rates are high and pretty consistent, as you can make out from the variability index, but it does fall short against the OnePlus 6. And even the Nova 3, which packs in the same processor. So I'm not sure if GPU Turbo is doing any good here. Having said that, the Kirin 970 on the Honor Play makes sure that the frame rates are better than the Mi 8 SE and ahead of the Redmi Note 5 Pro. It's not a huge margin, but you can only play PUBG at medium settings on Redmi Note 5 Pro, so that's something you need to consider. The GPU Turbo Tech also promises to lower power consumption by 30%, so we checked it out too. We handed over the Honor Play, the Nova 3, the OnePlus 6 and the S9 Plus to the best PUBG players in our office to see if GPU Turbo does make a difference in battery. So we started the test with all the phones at 100% and connected to the same Wi-Fi network. After 30 minutes of continuously playing PUBG, the Honor Play with GPU Turbo was at 83% battery. The Nova 3 with the same battery size but no GPU Turbo was at 86%. The OnePlus 6 was at 79%, but it has a lower battery capacity. And the S9 Plus was the best of the lot at 89%, even though it has a lower battery capacity when compared to the Honor Play. Personally, I thought 30 minutes of testing was enough, but these guys could not get enough of PUBG, so we decided to take it up to 60 minutes. Well, here are the results after 1 hour of continuously playing PUBG, and as you can see, it's pretty obvious that GPU Turbo does not help the battery. In fact, it might actually be messing it up. To sum things up, the Honor Play is definitely great for gaming. I mean, the performance is flagship worthy and at a price where we don't really expect that. However, I really think it's all because of the Kirin 970 and not because of GPU Turbo, because the Nova 3 has the same processor without the GPU Turbo tech and it works almost the same, if not better. So yeah, GPU Turbo doesn't look like it's actually making a difference here. That's it, the Honor Play is the best performing phone in this price, and it will be getting an AI gaming feature in a future update that will bring Honor's 4D gaming tech, which is basically intelligent vibration, and 3D sound effects on wired headphones. So yeah, things will get even better. That was about performance. Now let's move on to the software. The Honor Play comes with EMUI 8.2 with Android 8.1 Oreo, and yeah, like most skins, it's feature packed. First of all, I like the fact that EMUI lets you choose if you want an app drawer or not, because I just hate not having an app drawer. Then there are the various features like native app locker, a private space for, private things, high touch which lets you point at objects to see if they're available on Amazon, and there's also face unlock which is really fast and I definitely like it. There are also navigation gestures which brings this pill-like design. It looks like Android Pie's pill, but it does not work like that. You press hold on the pill to go to home screen, tap on the pill to go back, and slide the pill to see the recent screen. Honestly, it's not very intuitive and the press hold to go home is just annoying. But the point is, EMUI is a feature-packed skin, and yes, it can get a bit overwhelming at times, but if you're okay with it, I don't think it should be a problem. Moving on to the cameras on the Honor Play. The Honor Play comes with a 16 megapixel primary sensor plus a 2 megapixel depth sensor on the back with AI scene detection and a host of other features. Anyway, here are some shots we took from the Honor Play. As you can see, the Honor Play takes some very good photos when there's ample lighting. There's also the AI option here which oversaturates the photos and sometimes brightens things up. Honestly, don't turn it on. It mostly ruins the photo. In low light, photos get a little noisy, and yeah, as you can make out from the photos, it's rather average. But if you can look past low light photos, there's the pretty good portrait mode. Look at these shots. The edge detection is nice, the blur is good enough, so I like it. Compared to the competition, the Honor Play is definitely great in good light and portrait mode. But in low light, it does fall short of the Mi A2, but yeah, it's definitely better than the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So overall, the Honor Play has decent cameras for the price. When it comes to selfies, the Honor Play comes with a 16 megapixel camera and there's portrait mode and portrait light effects too, if that's something you like. Anyway, the camera here takes decent selfies, although it does smoothen the face a bit. But as far as selfie cameras go in this price range, it's decent enough. Lastly, there's the battery. The Honor Play comes with a 3750 mAh battery, which is pretty good. In my uses, the device would easily last a day. I'd usually start the day at 100% battery. And at the end of the day, it would be around 50% on extensive usage, which is very nice. The battery does drain quickly when you're playing games, but that's the case with most phones. On moderate uses, the device should easily last you for 1.5 days, and that's pretty great. Plus, I like how fast this phone charges. There's Huawei's Quick Charge fast charger in the box, which charges the phone from 10 to 60% in around 45 minutes and charges the phone to 100% in 1 hour 35 minutes, which is really good, especially when you consider the fact that the Note 5 Pro, that although packs a larger 4000 mAh battery, goes from 10 to 100% in 2 hours 10 minutes with a fast charger. So yeah, the Honor Play is definitely really good. So that was all when it comes to the Honor Play. So is it the best budget phone for gamers? So, well, if you're someone who wants to play games like PUBG, Asphalt 9, Marvel Strike Force, etc. at high graphics and great frame rates, and your budget is around Rs 20,000, the Honor Play is the best phone to get. I mean, when it comes to performance, there's no phone in this price range right now that can compete with the Honor Play. Plus, it helps that the phone has a decent camera, nice display, and good battery as well as fast charging.
She got me going psycho. She got me going down, down, down. Got me living on a tightrope. She got me going down, down, down. got me going down, down, down. Got me living on a tightrope.